Yo, what's up, y'all? What's going on? Surprise! Now, just got a quick, let me get my links out and everything. And I'm gonna, let me share it. Let me see if I can share it right. Anybody here? Is anybody on? Let me check my background over here. Let's see if it's live. It says I'm live, so I'm hoping that it's working right. Oh, I think I'm live. I see some people. What's up? What's up? All right, let me get my This is the live review of the Axon 7 Mini. Retweet this, man. If you got this from Twitter, go ahead and retweet it for me. I'm gonna send it out to the. I haven't done. I don't know if I've ever done this before, but um, doing a live. I'm doing a video review for the Axon 7. I'm gonna do it live right now. You know what I'm saying? Since I don't like scripted stuff, so you know I'm gonna do it live. So let me check the background real quick here. And let me open up the chat. You know, do the normal stuff. You know, what's going on? What's going on? Everybody's in the stream. I can't see you yet, but I'm about to get that open so we can get this thing popping. So I finally got my S7. This stream right here should be in 1080p because the S7, like I was trying to use the YouTube application and it was messing up before. Like I hadn't used my S7 for YouTube streaming. So right now, this stream should be in 1080p. You should be able to see me full blown 1080p. The audio should be perfect because you know the S7 has like some of the best cameras. This is the front camera of the S7. I haven't done a live stream with the S7 in a long time because it kept messing up. Like every time I would go to the live broadcast section, it would tell me that it's a fatal error. So I signed out, signed back in, and hopefully it's doing good. Let me check the let me get the chat open real quick. If you're already in the chat, what's going on? Get this popping. Let's get this background open here. Get everything set up like I needed to be set up. And then I'm going to pop this chat open and give me a retweet, man. If you're in here right now, give me a retweet. Shout out to everybody that's had a good week. It's Friday, right? I think it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. So I hope you guys had a good week. And I decided I've been using this phone like real full time for 2 weeks, man, and it's been a lot of fun. I got some updates on the battery life in my other video. I talked about the battery life not being too great, like giving it for like 4 hours in another video, but that's greatly improved. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do anything different. I just kept using it, and you know what I'm saying? It's gotten good. So let me get this thing going here. I got some stuff to open up. I gotta get it right for y'all. I appreciate y'all showing love, you know what I'm saying, coming on real quick. But I wanted to do, like, honestly, though, like, real talk, you know, I keep it real. I didn't want to do a recording, man. I would rather just have a live stream and just talk to everybody real time and just do it like that. Because, you know, I kind of follow the same script when I'm doing, like, reviews and stuff. Well, not script, like the things like body, you know, screen, camera, stuff like that. But I freestyle all my videos, so you know, I don't do no scripted videos. I just record it, put it out there, boom's done. All right, so let me find something here that I can copy. Yeah, I think in my after the hype video, that's the one I was like, you know, I was like, yo, you know, the screen on time is only like 4 hours to 4.5. It's greatly improved though. I gotta admit, it's once I started like really using it just like I normally do, all of a sudden, boom, you know what I'm saying? How's the audio, man? I gotta get the chat open, but how's the audio? Quality should be good because again, I'm using the front camera on the S7, so everything should be just clear and everything. Audio, lighting. I'm not even using my studio lights. That's how good the S7 can get, man. The S7 is good. Good. It's good. All right, so we're gonna do it like this. Thank y'all for coming on. I'm about to open the chat up just a second. And I might take a few phone calls just to see what you guys think about the Axon 7. And, you know, if you follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, all of them is Mr. J.L. Williams. So look for me there. And we're going to get it popping. Shout out to everybody in Smartphone Conversations, the Google Plus, and the Telegram group. I know y'all on deck somewhere. Let me get the chat open, man. I got to get this chat open. I gotta see what y'all talking about. I gotta open it up on the Axon 7 because I keep the Axon 7 on deck. All right, let's see here. I don't want to keep turning around looking at the chat. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do it like this. Hopefully, I can get this ball rolling. catch this volume real quick, because I know it's going to pop off. All right, yeah, audio's good. All right, there it is, boom. All right, got my chat open over here. So I'm going to do the full review for the Axon 7 Mini, and then we're going to talk, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it's going to be. It's not just going to be about the Axon 7, because there's a lot of phones that this compete with. Like my big dog over here. I put him down for a little bit. Well, not my big dog, but I put the Blade V8 Pro down for a little bit, because I wanted to fully give my attention to the Axon 7. But the Axon 7 is a winner, man. Especially if you can catch it for $200. I'm not even going to front. It's a good one. It's not for everybody. You know, I'm not going to say this. I never would tell everybody to just go run out and buy a phone because I bought it. But some phones, you know, when they have them on promo, like this joint right here, this is a winner. Let me get this chat open. I'm going to need my glasses because I can't see this little screen like this. All right, let's see here. Let's go back. And let's go in here, control room. All right, man, I'm already champ. All right, man. So, yeah, I'm good. Okay, I got the thumbs up. Okay, 619. I see you. Let me get up in here because I can't see this. Little screen like this without my goggles. You know what I'm saying? My goggles. Z-Max Pro in the house. All right. What phone y'all rocking with right now, man? Let me see in the stream. Live stream is where it's at. Let me see in the stream what phone y'all got, man. What phone y'all pushing up right now? What's your daily driver? Everybody up in here. That's what's up. Uh-oh, Dookie in the house. What's up? Click on DVZN Media. You're going to see some hot content from that channel for real. He putting he putting me to shame. I ain't going to say nobody else. He putting me to shame with that him and T. Frank be... They on with they editing game, man. Woo! They are on with the editing game. Philip Vaughn, yeah, man. That's I got that wallpaper right there. It's on my MacBook Pro. I wanted to get a high resolution wallpaper. You can't see my MacBook Pro is sitting right here. Well, I don't know. You might see it. My MacBook Pro is sitting on the stand right there. If you can see, I got it on my MacBook Pro too. So that's going through HDMI because that's a 4K right there. So I wanted to get something that's like really, really solid on the display, and it's really sharp. So I got it. I got the 4K turned up a little bit. It's not normally as white around here. I got it turned up a little bit. I could turn it down too. I can show you what I'm talking about. Let me get my joint here. This is kind of white right here, but I should be able to turn that down and put it to in the settings. Turn the display to where it's not so bright. Like when it's showing that type of display. Let me see if I can get it. And then I go to modes here. Wait, no, that's not it. Right there. So you see how it gets darker? See how I turn that setting right there? That's actually what it is. I'll leave it right there for the purposes. This is more accurate representation of what it really looks like, because on the MacBook it's dark. It's even blacker and like dark on the MacBook. But that's hot right there. Appreciate you checking that out. All right, so iPhone 7 S7 Edge. Yeah, the S7 Edge, man. I'm on my S7 right now. And the S7, man, has some of the best. Can everybody get it in 1080p? Let me see if I can change to 1080p on here. Yup. Yeah, you should be able to get it in 1080p on this stream right here. So, Big John in the house, Mate 9, I see you. 512 in the house, Axon Mini. Hey, oh, yeah, I see you. Yeah, you should be able to get this in 1080p, because I like to do the 1080p streams like when I'm by myself, but when I'm with other people, you know what I mean. So I use my my Logitech. So I'm trying to do more streams in 1080p, but it seems like when I'm doing an individual stream like this, the S7 is like the best option to use. That's not taken away from other phones. It's just something about the S7's front camera and also the Axon 7's front camera. These are some good cameras, man. I've done a lot of videos with the front camera. I did my last stream, and other people, the stream before last, everybody was like, you should use the Axon 7. The only reason I didn't use the Axon 7 this time is because I wanted to do this stream in 1080p. And I got to use that application for Camera Live, and the highest it goes is 720p. But that's the only reason I didn't use the Axon 7. But let's get this review going, man. Let me see what phones y'all still rocking on. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see. Get my glasses, man. So Packy Davis says his is only going to 720p. I don't know, man. It's in 1080p for sure. It's definitely in 1080p. So you should be able to get it in 1080p right now. I'm trying to find my little thing here. All right, here we go. Hopefully everybody can get it in 1080p. That's what I wanted. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, you got 1080p over there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why some of y'all can't get it in 1080p. I mean, hopefully that you refresh or something like. I don't know. Well, you should be able to. If your screen, okay, I'm not trying to be funny, but if your screen isn't a 1080p display on your cell phone, if you're watching it on your cell phone, you're not gonna be able to get it in 1080p. You need at least a 1080p display if you're using a cell phone. So whatever the peak is on your cell phone, if it's not higher than 720p, then you're not gonna be able to get it in 1080p. So you might want to move to a computer or a tablet or something that's got a 1080p screen. Yeah, that's what's up. So that's just a disclaimer. If you have a 1080p display, then and above, you can watch it in 1080p on your smartphone or tablet. But if you have a 720p display, you're not going to be able to see the review, and you're not going to be able to see it in 1080p. Wherever your screen tops out, that's just what it is. So the Axon 7 Mini. First, I got to say, when I do a review of a phone, man, I literally have my SIM card in here. I turn it down on vibrate though. Let me show you though, because I don't want calls to come in during. I got all of my phones on vibrate. I don't want calls to come in, but you can see. I can get it to focus. It's LTE. I'm actually using this. I've been using this, calling, texting, everything, and I'm going to start with my normal routine. I just have a list right here. I don't really do a script. I have to, because I can't remember. Once you get to a certain age, there's nowhere you can remember certain things. So I always start with build quality and display. So I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say, probably the Axon 7 is probably one of the best built phones, just like the Axon 7, just in a smaller package though. So I'm reading the comments. So I'm not like reading them. I'm trying to keep up with the comments just in case you guys say something. So yeah. So the Axon 7 Mini is the same phone as the Axon 7. They just shrink it down a little bit on the display and shrink the body down a little bit. And it's also not as wide in the hand when you're using this. It's much easier to handle than the Axon 7. That's the main difference there. But let's talk about this build quality. Now, I have a review coming with these two against each other. But let me just go on the record and say this. I've already matched these up in different videos, but this build quality supersedes this one by. This build quality is better than a heck of a lot of other phones out there. Not just this one, but the build quality on this phone and the Axon 7 is better than several phones on the market. I mean, and this is, again, you know this is a live video. You're just watching my opinion. Like a regular review, I'm just doing it live. But this is what I would have said if I was recording this. This hardware is sweet. The Axon 7 setup, period, is sweet. The Axon 7 Mini's hardware is just like the Axon 7. Now, I could have done a fake review and not even use this like every day, and it just tested the software because it's pretty much the same hardware as the Axon 7. But I've actually been using this, and the hardware feels fantastic. It's a little bit more easier to manage, too, than the Axon 7. The Axon 7 is not that much bigger, but it is bigger. So this little package, right, and I bought the silver one, as you can see. This isn't like a loaner phone. I actually bought this from Best Buy. But this silver one, to me, is the sweetest color, because I've had the gold Axon 7 so long. And I wanted a gold Axon 7, but I ended up getting, they gave me I wanted a silver Axon 7, but they gave me a gold one. Shout out to ZTE for that as well, too. But this one, I went ahead and bought it because the silver color is just amazing, man. I really love this color. The color of this is it's called silver platinum or something like that. But the hardware on here, it doesn't have a ridged power button or anything like that. The volume rocker and the power button are both flush and smooth. but they're pronounced a little bit, so you can kind of see them. You know, see if I can, there you go. Let's see if I can get that. You can't really see it too good in the lighting, but you can actually, you can feel it and see it's a little bit pronounced, so it's okay. This phone does have a headphone jack, which is kind of sad that we have to mention that nowadays, but it does have it. And when you plug in something to that headphone jack, the audio is, I'm currently using my JBL headphones plugged into this DAC, and it's really sweet. It's just like the Axon 7, the big one. But one thing I will say is that the Axon 7 mini speakers, I think they're a little bit louder. Now, that doesn't mean they're better quality, because they're fantastic quality, but this quality is the same. But I think that the Axon 7 mini speakers are louder than the Axon 7. Now, I could be wrong, but somebody tell me if you've experienced both of these. I think this one is a little bit louder, and it still has a good quality, just by a little bit, though. But the speakers on here obviously are just ridiculous. These speakers up top, man, there's no getting around it. These are some banging speakers right here. This phone right here is the media content for sure is a win-win all the way around. So the front-facing speakers, the DAC is winning. Like ZTE, they holding it down with this phone right here. Now, it does have USB Type-C and it's quick charge, so that's a good thing. You got a microphone down there and a microphone down up at the top. But overall, man, you got the SIM cards. It's also dual SIM, but it's also got an SD card slot. It's 32 gigs on board and 3 gigs of RAM. But overall, this hardware right here, now, you can agree to disagree. I'm perfectly fine with that, because my word, you know, when it comes to stuff like this, is not bond. It's just subjective when it comes to an opinion about something. But I feel like this hardware is better than probably 80% of the phones on the market, along with the Axon 7. But in this mini package, it's just something about it. It's like, I used to not like small phones, but this is actually a 5.2 inch display. So it's not the world's smallest phone, but in my hands, every phone looks small. You know what I'm saying? At the big, you know what I'm saying? But this is hot right here, man. This is a hot package. This hardware, top notch. It gets a 10, 10.5, 12. Give it whatever you want to give it. So next on the list is the screen. And I kind of just covered that, but the 5.2 inch display on here, it's actually pretty good. And it produces accurate colors. So if you watch the video I did, I think I posted it last night. I don't know when I did it, but I posted it last night. And I was talking about the displays and the video cameras versus the Blade V8. And to my surprise, you know, I didn't do no kind of, I mean, I put it together, but no filtering or editing or anything like that. But a lot of people like the Axon 7 better than the Blade V8 Pro. It kind of surprised me. But most of those people that commented probably don't have this phone, because there are some things that this phone is a heck of a lot better than this phone. So with extended use, you know what I'm saying, this is a hot buy right here. But the screen is good. The screen, to me, both screens look pretty good. But with extended use, again, that means I'm using them constantly every day. This screen just produces certain colors a little bit better. It just looks a little bit more natural with this particular phone. The screen looks good. 5.2 inch 1080p display. It's a win-win. If it was 2K, it would probably be overkill, because this 1080p display is really good. So speakers, I already covered that. They're super loud, man. You know, if you want a banging set of speakers on your smartphone, if you're a media person, either one of the Axons, the Mate 9, but I definitely recommend the Axon line of phones, because they're pocket friendly, and you get a serious concert in your pocket, man. It's like, it's not like a selling point. It's just a good set of speakers. And like I said before, I think these speakers might be a tad bit louder than the Axon 7. I don't know how that's possible, but I got old ears, so maybe I'll go back and check it again. I don't know. I might have to check it again, man. But features, this is, I don't call a phone that has gestures a feature-rich phone. Like, because most of the gestures on this phone are on a lot of different phones. You know, like the flashlight shaking, all that kind of stuff. A lot of those features are on these phones. I've done a walkthrough of this phone already. The phones that I feel like are feature-rich are like, it's sad to say it, but like the Note line is probably the world's best feature-rich phone. So when you gotta have some kind of benchmark. So when I'm comparing phones as far as features go, if it don't have an S Pen or something like that, or a stylus like the LG Stylo, I consider that to be a feature-rich phone, because it's got something that I can kick and do something with it. You know what I'm saying? This is just a smartphone to me, and a good smartphone, but not that feature-rich. But you know, it's still the experience, the software itself is It's like a stock Android feel to it. And this is straight out of the box here. ZTE, they did their thing with the software. Now, a lot of people, this isn't the Me UI favor. So I hear a lot of people saying, oh, the Me favor or my favor, whatever it's called, it killed it. But you can just disable that. And let me just go into the settings real quick. This is another option they give you for stock. You just go into the settings. I think it's over in themes or something like that. Yeah, I think it's in here. Yeah, or I can go into the launcher side. You just disable it, man. You just disable it, and that's it. Shout out to Tony P, man. He just hit me up live and he said, what is the streaming app you guys use called? Well, I'm not using it for this one, but Tony P, if you're watching this streaming, it's a lot of people in the stream. If you're watching this, it's called Camerify Live. That's like the best streaming app. I'm using my S7, so I'm coming straight from the streaming app of the phone, the camera app, but Camerify Live to me has moved to the top of my streaming apps when I can't use an S7. That's it. So you go to default apps and you just go up to launcher. As you can see there, the Me Favor one is at the top. That's the one that everybody is saying kills this phone. But that stock one that I have down there, that's built into the phone too. So you really get two options. So you see my Pixel launcher, but haven't really messed with it too much. But you get stock and you get the Me Favor or My Favor. Those are the ones that come default on the phone, and just switch it to this one that I have. This is stock Android. I mean, I don't know what a person would want, but switch it to the stock Android app. You know what I'm saying? Let me check the comments real quick, because I know they're probably building up. Shout out to everybody in the stream, man. I'm doing a full review live. It's your man Jay Will. You already know, so I'm trying to get this review done so we can talk, you know? Let me see, HTC, ZTE Z Max Pro. Is it better than the ZTE Z Max Pro, Jasmine Johnson asks? Because if so, I'll take a look at it. Well, I think you should probably, I can't tell you if something's better. Like when people ask me if something is worth something, or, you know, is it worth paying the extra $400? That's up to, you know, the buyer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might not want to spend the $200 or $300 on this Axon Mini, but I think the Axon Mini's hardware alone is worth the $299. And then what happens is you get these deals that come up where they drop the price down to like $200, and you should definitely get it at that point. When this phone ever drops to $200 or $250 again, grab it, man. Grab this phone. So the cameras. Now I did a review and I matched it up against, because this phone is like one of the hottest phones, period, right now. It's one of those phones that everybody's talking about. Some people have it, some people don't have it. It's just something to talk about, and this is the phone right now, the Blade V8 Pro. But I put it up against this phone because I love this hardware. I like a lot of stuff about the phone. So when I put up the camera review of this phone, to my surprise, people was like, oh snap, it looks pretty good. Some of the comments, people were saying it looks better than my iPhone, or it looks better than this. Again, that's all perception. That's all about what the person thinks is good. There's no right or wrong answer, and that's just what it is. So the cameras, the front and rear cameras, while they're not on par with the Axon 7's front camera, you've heard me say the Axon 7 front camera, man, it's amazing. So the front cameras on here are good, but you got to be in kind of like the right lighting. It's one of those things where I got to be in the right setting to get that good photo with the front camera. Now the rear camera performs very well. Somebody asked me to do a battle of the front cameras. You know, I was like, I understand they might want to see the front camera. That's not something that, I don't do a lot of selfies and stuff, and I've already demoed the front cameras on both. But the front camera on here is passable. It's not going to knock your socks off. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that, because it's not blowing me away like the Axon 7's front camera does. But maybe if I get my studio lights and I get the right setting, maybe this will knock my socks off one day. But right now, you know, it's a good camera. It won't fail you. And the rear camera is actually really solid. And then if I didn't mention that on the hardware, my bad. It does have a rear mounted fingerprint camera or fingerprint reader with a 16 megapixel camera. And that's kind of the trade-off with some of these phones, man. You know, you get it really good in one area, and then it's lacking in about 2 or 3 areas or one area or so. So It's not all peaches with this phone though. Some people just really dislike the hardware, or excuse me, the software, and some people really love it. You know what I mean? So the battery life is something that I touched on. Now, the battery life, it's really solid. I mean, I'm able to push down. Now I don't know how it happened, but when I first got the phone, I was getting like right at about 4 hours. But when you first get a phone, you're pushing it really really hard. But after that tapers off, that's why it's good to use a phone. If you're gonna do reviews, it's good to use it for at least 2 weeks. Now I'll revisit this phone again in a month or two and tell you an update. You know what I mean? So it's good to use the phone for at least 2 weeks to let that excitement. That's why I do after the hype videos, because when excitement starts to taper off, you get into your normal rhythm of using a cell phone. You don't give it as much attention, or you give it more attention. It just kind of however you are with a cell phone. But right now I'm pushing up about 5 hours of screen on time, almost on every charge, and I can make it through a full day. So that's pretty good for this phone, because I was talking to the people earlier in the smartphone conversation. Shout out to Smartphone Conversations crew. It's just one of those things where you just got to use it, man, and just use it like a regular phone. There's no special way to get super battery life out of a phone. But what I was telling them was some so-called flagships don't even get 4 hours of screen on time. Like if you watch some of these reviewers out there, and just any kind of reviewer, it don't matter who the reviewer is, sometimes you'll hear them saying that they're not getting but like 4 hours or 5 hours on a phone that costs 2 to 3 times the price of this. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of that 5 hours that I got. And then remember, I'm a heavy user, so it's not like I'm just average user or mild user. When I say I'm on it, I'm watching YouTube like bam, because I got these front firing speakers. That's like been the hit for me. Like boom, I'm finna kick out with these front firing speakers. I'm finna get it on, because that's what I got it for. You know what I mean? So I think the front firing speakers on here, this package is really good. The battery life surprised me though, as it got better with time. Like the first week I had it, I was barely getting 4 hours or right over 4 hours, between 4.5. Now I'm between 4.5 and 5 on every charge. So that's pretty good for a phone like this, man. That's good. I think it's hot. So another part that's important besides battery life to me is performance. And again, it goes back to this UI right here. People seem to hate this UI, but I just switch it to the stock version. I'll admit the icons on the My Favor are not the most attractive, but just switch it to the stock. You know what I mean? It's built right into the phone. You don't even have to do a launcher or anything. So, and this is where I keep it. You know what I mean? So, the performance on here has been good. Now, for some people, shout out to Miguel in the Smartphone Conversations and other people over there at Nitech, and the people who bought this phone. They say, Miguel in particular. Miguel, shout out, man. I'm going to have to use you as an example here, because Miguel bought this phone and he liked it, but he just wasn't impressed with the performance. He felt like it was real laggy and stuff like that. And, when we talk, I was like, this is not my experience. I don't have that experience I don't have it real laggy or nothing like that. So I think it's good. And, and me and him chatted it up like, boom, all right, bump fist, we out. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's not, every phone is not going to please everybody. Like there's somebody in the Smartphone Conversations right now, and they're still using a 720, like a Nokia. I think it's a Nokia. They're using something, 520 or something like that. I don't know what it was, but it's an old Windows phone. But again, there's a phone for everybody. So I don't knock anybody. Miguel crazy. He kind of laughed. We all laugh, but I was like, well, but everybody don't do an upgrade every 2 weeks like we do. So some people keep their phones for 2 and 3 and 4 years, or they just keep it until it breaks, which is actually the smart thing to do when you think about it. That's the right thing is to keep your phone until it breaks, and then you get something else. But the last thing that when I review phones, man, it's got to be the price. How does this phone fit in with a lot of the other phones? This phone is $300, and I'm just grabbing. This isn't a comparison right now. I'm just grabbing this because it was on my desk. This phone is $229. Both of these are good buys. They both have strengths and weaknesses. But we're talking about this one. If you get this phone, I could. If you say the phone is $299, I would say I would purchase it for $299. But what I do is I'm always going to tell a person, try to wait on the bargain. Like let it come out, and because Huawei, they bring a phone out and they already know it's not priced right. Like, I'm just saying, the Honor 6X is not priced right. It's 300, 300, and 350. They're crazy, man. There's no way. And it's not because of Jerry Riggs' video. I said that before his video came out. If you release a phone and you start like a fire sale immediately, something's wrong. This phone's $299, and it didn't go on sale until after it was selling. So if you do want this phone, I'm telling you that it's good, and I think it's personally worth the $300. That's what I think. That's not for you to say, okay, Jay said it's worth $300. I'm supposed to go buy it. Don't do that, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in my pockets, if I would have never caught this on sale and I bought it for $350, or excuse me, $300, I would feel the same way. I'm like, oh man, this hardware alone to me is worth $300. It's that good. But the fact that I got it for $200, I feel like it's a major win for me. Like, so if you can hold on and catch it at $200, or just search around, like B&H has some sweet deals on it, and always check Best Buy. Good deals on it, man. But I would recommend you buy it brand new. You know what I'm saying? That way, you get. I don't buy pre-owned phones. I bought pre-owned phones 2 times from the same person, and I trust that person. So other than that, I can't do pre-owned, man. It's not gonna happen. So, but yeah, man. I feel like this is a smart buy right now, man. This is a hot buy. Catching it for a discount is a good deal. It's a good deal, man. Catching this phone for a discount is a good deal. So I'm gonna take some phone calls, I guess. If you want to do phone calls or not, man? That's my full review for the Axon 7 Mini. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a hot buy. I think especially if you can catch it on sale, it's a winner. And shout out to Donovan, man. He bought it, and I didn't even know he got rid of it, but he got rid of it, man. You know? So I don't know. Let me see. Let me check the stream real quick. The Z Max Pro is pretty sweet, man. But I think the ultimate win is definitely the Axon 7. Because you can spend $100 more and get, you get more memory, more RAM, you get the bigger processor, you get a Quad HD display. But that's just these two, So, let me check the stream. Speakers, I already talked about the speakers. Shout out to Carlos. I already talked about the speakers. The speakers are amazing. Like, amazing. I mean, like, these speakers are better quality than the Mate 9 speakers. Because if I felt like these speakers were better than the Mate 9 speakers, and I think these are a little bit louder, plus they got that good quality, I think the speakers on here are better than the Mate 9 speakers. The Mate 9 speakers are loud, but the quality, you gotta, people, I don't think people, really understand, like, when I the quality is really solid, but the quality from the Dolby and the dual speakers on these phones, ZTE hit a win, man. Shout out to ZTE. Y'all hit a win, a major win. This is probably the most slept on phone out right now. If you disagree, then that's perfectly fine. I respect your decision to disagree. But I've already when this phone first came out, I told people, I said, the OnePlus 3 and even the OnePlus 3T is not a better buy, because if people were comparing the prices, that's what they were doing, $399 and $399 or whatever, and I was telling people, get the Axon 7. You know what I'm saying? Get the Axon 7, you won't regret it. The quality, man, it's just a major win for what they're offering for these price points. You can get the 6 gig version of this for $499, man, with 128 gigs onboard storage. You still get all the same options. You get an SD card, speakers, everything. You know what I'm saying? So, again, it's all subjective. It's personal preference. But I would recommend this phone over a lot of phones. The speakers on here is top-notch, man. Quality. Quality speakers right here, man. I mean, it's hard to put it into words, man, but it's quality with these. Both of these Axons are quality. I'm reading comments here. Let me see what it says. Shout out to France, man, in the house. Philip, I see you. Or Felipe. I should have said that right. Felipe. Shout out to France, man. Yeah, Donovan's right, Carlos. The speakers are amazing. They're amazing. He had it too, man. Donovan, you need to step it back up when it go on sale again. So Philip Vaughn says the Moto Z Play is better than the ZTE 7 Mini or Blade. Yeah, I would definitely take the Moto Z Play. As far as not build quality, but just the Moto Z Play over this phone is killing it in battery. Well, actually, let me think about that. Because the Moto Z Play is $100 more, even at a discount. It's $399 right now. I don't know, man. I think I would probably, if you want a long battery life, then you want to go with the Moto Z Play. You know what I mean? But if you, that's the only thing where the Moto Z Play, okay, well, software and, well, see, I can't, for me, it's not even the software. Updates, if you're thinking about updates, all these phones are getting updates. So, I don't know, man. I would go with this one and save $100 because you got a better set of speakers. I would go with this one. Out of the Moto Z Play, the Axon 7 Mini, and the Blade V8 Pro, the screen on the Axon 7 or the Moto Z Play is better than all of these combined. That's a tough one, but I think just to save some bread, I guess I would take this one, you know, because it's got the better hardware. I could deal with the display on here if I save $100, you know, because the stereo speakers, the package on here, man, package is a win. Yeah, the Moto Z Play does have better cameras than the Axon 7 Mini. I agree. See, that's what I'm saying. It's a trade-off, though. See, you want to spend $450 on the Z Max on the Z Play just to get a little bit better cameras, or you got to go by what's important to you. Like if you lay all three of them on the table, the Blade V8 Pro is $229. This is a hot buy because the processor, you know, the battery life, the build quality is good. But I think if you were to lay them all out on the table, I probably would take this one from the Mini, this one, and the Z Play. I probably would take the Mini solely because the hardware and the speakers suit me better. Because I'm not big on, I don't have to have like the best camera and all. I don't follow those kind of trends. It's a good buy. The price, you know, this drops down to like $199 when it's on special. The Z Play is on special for $399. That's what? It's $400. This is $200. And then the regular price on the Blade V8, this is like middle ground. But see, some people don't like this type of hardware, and I think it's fantastic. I think it feels amazing. The grip, you don't even need a case for. This is like, I hit Jerry Riggs up, and find that tweet on my Twitter, Mr. J. Williams, and retweet that tweet to Jerry Riggs. It's on my Twitter. I tell him that he destroyed the Honor 6X like a little piece of crackers. He just crumbled it in half. I don't think he'll be able to do that with the Blade V8 Pro. I don't think so. And this one right here, either one of these phones, I think they're better buy than the Honor 6X. I don't have a vendetta or a personal thing as the Honor 6X. I just don't think it's a good buy. I used it. I was like, it's lame. No, they're asking too much. So that's a full review. Here's my case that I keep this joint in sometimes when I leave the house. It's got a little kickstand on it, and I know it's not a big screen. It's a 5.2 inch. That's big to some people. But the kickstand, I can put it in there like this, turn on some music, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? I can sit it up. I ain't got to touch it, and the speakers are coming towards me, or I can watch a movie or videos, YouTube or something like that. So it's the case I use when I'm outside at the house. And I still got this makeshift screen protector on here. The guys, the company I bought them from, I mean, but they was $2. It's $2. I'm not tripping on it. You know, I bought a 3-pack for $2. I ain't gonna bug on nothing like that. You know, but they were too long, so I actually opened up a new one and I just cut it off and I fixed it. It was good, so I'm okay with it right now. And that's about it. But that's my full review, man, for the Axon 7. I don't think I'm gonna take no phone calls, man. It's 5 o'clock. The time shoots on by, man. That's crazy. That's 40 minutes. That's crazy. Let me check the live chat real quick, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all like the full review? I don't think I've ever done a live full review, man. I don't think I have. At least not following the chart that I use, like I don't have to remember. I don't think I've ever done a full review, like on the chart, like going down the list of things, you know? Because when I'm doing a full review and recording it, I just have that piece of, it's on my MacBook. I have it, the log set up to say, okay, what's next? Screen, okay, what's next? Performance. But I don't think I've ever done it live. I think it's a lot of fun, man. I'm okay with doing it live. What y'all think, man? Live full review? Think it'd be sweet to like use the phone and then at the 2-week mark do a live review. You know what I mean? Let me know what you think. I'll let y'all decide, man. Let me check the stream real quick. Shout out to Perry, man. I see you in the house. Yeah, Donovan says that the Blade V8 Pro is just good overall package. It is. it just depends on what a person is willing to pay really nowadays. The Honor 6X just wasn't. I told people I was that phone, and again, it has nothing to do with jerry rigs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just that I just like this one, man. I like this phone right here, and I think you can't go wrong with the Axon 7 Mini or this one, but I would personally not. This battery far exceeds that phone. I'm getting like 8 hours probably on here. I think of screen on time. This thing lasts like a couple days, but it also has a better processor with 625 in here, and I didn't cover the processor in there, but it's a 617 in that one, so it's a little sluggish on the processor. But I'm not getting that kind of performance, so I don't even notice. But man, this bad boy right here is a phone to be reckoned with. And Donovan's right. I would recommend phones. You don't have to buy them, but personally, if I had both of these on the table, because I like loud speakers, this speaker is a huge fail. I mean, it's not a huge fail. Okay, let me not be so harsh. It's just not. It's a little single bottom firing speaker. So you got this great package. You got build quality, screen, the cameras are decent. It's got a fingerprint reader on the front. You got a metal chassis. You got the SD card slot. You got this complete package almost. You got USB Type-C. You got a headphone jack. This phone right here is it's built like a tank, it feels. Even though the Axon Mini has like the all metal build, this is built like a tank, man. The Blade VH battery is freaking amazing, man. Like, word for real. Like, you will be amazed at how long this phone lasts. You try to kill it in a day, you're wasting your time. I've had 5 hours of screen on time with 50% left. That's ridiculous, man. But I mean, it's just a complete package. It's just got that weak speaker down there. And then, to me, the screen isn't as good as some other phones. It's a bright screen, but the Z Max Pro, to me, has a better screen than this. And the Z Max Pro has a bigger screen. Like, it's down there somewhere. The Z Max Pro has a bigger screen. Keep my big boys on lock. Bam! We'll never get his phone up. Nah. Yeah, I mean, if you got a Z Max Pro, I was telling everybody, I was like, yo, I'm telling you, get this phone, son, get it. And they was like, man, you tripping. This is the official case. You see, I still got the same case. I told y'all when I get this case right here, when I like it, I'm just gonna keep it on there. But it was stored up. But I'm telling you, this phone right here offers some bang for buck, but it is getting a little dated already as far as smartphone world. You know what I mean? So, but I think this phone right here has a better screen than the Blade V8 Pro. I mean, for those that have them, you know what I'm saying? What do you think? Let me check to see if anybody got them. What's going on, Clarence? I see some of you guys saying what's up in the stream, man. I see y'all, man. The stream is just going kind of fast. What's up, Sean? I see you. You wish it came with Nugget. In-depth text said he wished that it came with Nugget. I don't know, man. It don't even matter to me. I guess if it's, again, that's personal preference. If it don't have Nougat on it or the latest OS, I'm okay with that, man. As long as it's working and it's gonna work for me like for another 2 years, I'm good with it. It don't even matter. Man, you know what, Donovan? Whew, man, you are so right, dude. If ZTE would have, see, the problem with that is they would have had to raise the price, and then also you start getting into territories to compete with yourself, and you don't want to compete with yourself when it comes to smartphones. Like, you don't want to have two phones that are banging real hard like that, because see, the Axon 7 is their flagship phone. These are their mid-rangers, and if they would have put dual speakers on here, this phone would go out of business, because you know, the battery life on here is just, whew, hard, man. That V8, man, I don't know. That Blade V8, woo! Telling you. Yeah, the Z Max Pro, man, I appreciate the love in there, man. Jasmine, all y'all guys, Carlos, everybody in the stream, man. The Z Max Pro, I'm going to always recommend this phone right here. I try to keep mine in pristine condition. Shout out to Pristine Tech, man. I try to keep my phones in pristine condition, so when I'm not using them, I store them inside of the cases, and I either stack them or lock them up in the thing over there. But I use this one, so that's why it's out. But yeah, that's what's up. Let me see. Yeah, Sinead Jones, man, grab this, man. Grab this joint right here. This is no joke. This is This phone got it, and even though it's a backfiring speaker, man, that backfiring speaker is loud. I think the backfiring speaker on here is louder than the Blade V8 Pro speaker, and the Blade V8 Pro is on the bottom. That's how loud this phone is. I mean, people who have this phone, they can probably tell you. You turn on that Dolby and crank this bad boy up, it's loud for real. It is. You know what, Donovan? Now, shout out. First of all, I want to say shout out to the replay crew. For those who never catch the live stream or you couldn't catch it this time, the live chat is where it's at. I'm telling you, for everybody that's in the live streams all the time, they always be like, "Yeah, live chat is where it's at." But if Donovan's just posed a question, he said, "What if the Axon 7 had a 625?" Here's how I would tweak this phone, because see, no phone is perfect. You know what I'm saying? So if I was gonna tweak this phone right here, just saying, if I was gonna tweak the Axon 7, Donovan's right. I would go with a Snapdragon 625, and I would give it a 3200 milliamp hour battery or a 3500 milliamp hour battery. That would take this phone to another level. Like it would boost it would boost this phone so high, man. The sales would be off the charts for real. The sales would skyrocket on this phone right here, man, because it's got a fast fingerprint reader. I mean, everything is just on point with it, man. What's going on, Miguel? Miguel in the house, man. He finally made it over. I'm checking some more comments, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm probably going to take it to the top of the hour. I'm going to take it to another 15 minutes or so, and then I'm going to get out of here, man. Paul, usually wonder why the overpriced flagship. Okay, so here's a good one from Paul. Shout out to Paul Moses, Amoto, that's his name. I usually wonder, this is what he says in the live stream, I usually wonder why they overprice some flagships, like the V20 versus the Axon 7, for instance, right? Because the Axon 7 has more to offer than most flagships. And Paul, I've been saying that for so long, man. That's why I said earlier that the Axon 7 is one of the most slept on phones in the market, man. You get these people out there who get review units and they use it for 2 days, then they put out a review a week later. If that's your thing, if that's the type of reviews you won't get that on my channel, man, because I need at least 2 weeks on the low end, and then I'll do revisited videos. You know what I'm saying? I'll come back in 3 months to let you know, because a lot of people will say, I bought that phone on your recommendation. Pay close attention, because I'm not telling you to buy it. Like, when you see my reviews, if I'm saying you should get it, it's hype, that doesn't mean that you should say, okay, let me go into Walmart and pick this up because Jay said it was hot, and I'm going to hold him to it. That's not the way you should do it. You should take what I say and about that much. That the 99% is on you, whether you want to buy it or not, But yeah, Axon 7, a champ. Slept on, man. It's been slept on. Chuck Frazier said he liked his Z Max Pro as much as he liked his S7 or S6 Edge Plus. I'm with you, man. The Z Max Pro, man, boy, some of these things, man. Wow. I'm telling you. Shout out to Tony P, man. My man Tony Pazzo hit me up. There it is. So, let me get some more comments. Are you playing for the same name? It's like computers. Yeah, that's right, Miguel. You kind of paying. Jerry, you're going to have a say a disclaimer before you do every video. I kind of, shout out to Miguel. I kind of do a disclaimer. I kind of do a disclaimer, but, it's really on you, man. When you start getting into phone reviews, you should never take what the reviewer, and I do reviews, I'm telling you, don't follow what I say 100%. You need to have your own opinion about something, your own experience, Go into the stores. You know what? I stand in line like you do. Like, I probably don't have, like, I don't know, like, I don't know who's watching. I'm not going to say I don't have, but I don't know who's watching me. So what I will tell you is, I stand in line like you do. When you're trying to get something new, I got to go stand in line at Best Buy, Walmart, Target, T-Mobile, Verizon. Wherever you stand in line at, I do the same thing. And then when you pre-order, I pre-order too. So I got to wait just like you. So when you swipe your credit card or your debit card, I'm swiping mine too. Yeah, I mean, so I'm if you want a type of review where the person is going to use it for a couple of days and then come back and say, I'm giving you a real review. This is the real deal. And they didn't even use the phone. Like they didn't even put it to their main slot. Like I moved this to my main slot to get the feel for it. I want to see how bad that battery is. Because my first report was the phone had bad battery, which isn't really bad. I'm just used to getting 6 hours pretty much. But 5 hours and a full 24 hours with this phone. Now, if you want to just be technical, 22 hours and like 58 minutes and then or 58 seconds and then 4 hours and 59 minutes of screen on time. That's fantastic. I mean, you got to use it, man. You can't because I understand that a lot of people do trust what we say, man. And I'll say because I guess people do look at me as a reviewer. So people trust what I say sometimes. But the thing is, I'm not following everybody else's trends. I'm doing my own thing. And I don't buy phones because everybody else says that they're hot or not. People crap all over BlackBerry. I'm rocking with BlackBerry to the end. That's what I want to do. Find yours and rock with it. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Windows Phone, it took a backseat to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave away my 650. Shout out to Eleanor. She was the last winner, I think. And then I had Kaya, I think, won the 640. But that doesn't mean I hate Windows Phone. That just means I'm waiting for something good to grab me. You know what I'm saying? Say buy me. You know what I mean? So you got to find your own thing that you run with and run with it. You know what I mean? Let me look on here. More comments. I haven't. Shout out to Chuck Frazier, man. I haven't. I'm rocking with BlackBerry. Shout out to Hoko11. I'm rocking with BlackBerry to the end. So Chuck Frazier said, "Did I review the Blue XL2 yet?" I haven't reviewed that yet, and I think isn't that like the new one or something like that? The Blue XL2. That's the new one that was on sale for $79. Shout out to Donovan. I think Donovan reviewed that one. If I'm not mistaken, Donovan, I think you reviewed that one, right? I think so. Click on Donovan Homebeck's, he's in this live stream right now. And if you shout out to the replay crew, if you're not watching this live, check out Donovan Homebeck's channel. He's in my live stream right now. I'm pretty sure that's the one he bought. And also check out Phone Tech at Work. Phone Tech at Work. Those guys, I think that's the one where it was on sale for $79 on launch. I think the regular price is $129. So shout out to those guys. I'm pretty sure that's the one. I think that's the one you're talking about. I don't know. I think that's the one. Okay, so no, I think that's a different one then. But still, check those guys out. They got some good content. Donovan said no. He tried to get his back up. So the XL2, the Blue XL2 is $149 right now. Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out to Donovan. Yeah. All right, Tony P in the house. What's up, man? So Donovan reviewed the Blue Life Max. That's the one that was $79, I believe. But yeah. So, I mean, you got to find what's good for you because the way, I'm just going to keep it real. Like, even like when I buy a phone or something, or I buy a tablet, whatever the product is, I try to find a video on YouTube. That's just how it is. I'm not ashamed to say it. I don't hide back. I'm excited about it. What's going on, Tony P? I don't hide that I'm excited about it. You know what I'm saying? Even in my reviews, I'll be like, oh, snap, this is tight, son. I mean, who cares, man? I don't think it's original if you're just sitting back, like I've said it before. This phone has a 269 processor, and it is made by Telecom. That's lame right there, man. Kick back, relax, and do what you need to do, man. I don't. Okay, there's another one, the Blue Studio XL2 also. I'm kind of confused on them blue phones, man. Because they all look the same. The software's starting to look the same. They're just changing one or two things and putting a different MediaTek processor in it. That's not taking a shot at Blue, but they release so many phones, man. Like boom, 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 and they don't even cost that much. They'd be like $89 here, $29 here. The new Blue 675, and it's boom. They already got something else coming out. You know what I mean? That lets me know they're gonna flood the market though, so you can't knock Blue because Blue is making money, and they based out of Florida too, so they getting that money. You know what I mean? So yeah, like Tony said, Blue phones, man. Shout out to the live stream once again. And replay crew, man, I see you. If you're in the replay crew, you know, you gotta try to make it to the live stream, man. That's where the fun is at, man. So pretty much, you know, there's a lot of YouTubers in this stream, man. So make sure if you're in the stream, man, if you're in the live stream, click on some of these people's names if you don't know who they are, because a lot of them are YouTubers, man. They're YouTubers, man. Yeah, just different housing. Shout out to Miguel. Pretty much, blue phones are like the same, just different housing. And they've made some high-end phones, but they don't get the respect, you know, because they're popping out so many phones, it's hard to keep up. You know, so no one really, you know, the thing about blue support, now I will say this. My first blue device, something went wrong with the charging port. Now, their support is not the best. It did take them 2 months. I shipped my phone to them. It was still under warranty. I shipped it to them. It sat for like 3 weeks, and then finally they sent me an email that they were working on it. Because, you know, I'm not the only person sending their phone in, I guess. And about a month and a half in, they said, okay, we out of that color. You're going to have to get a different color. So then I picked a different color, and then about 3 weeks later, I finally got it. So almost 3 months, I guess 2.5 months, I got my new phone, but the support is not that good. Shout out to Dookie, man, DVZN Media. He said the Blue Vivo 5 was great the whole 2 days he had it. I guess he just wasn't feeling it, man. Blue phones was hot, man, when they first hit, but all of a sudden, man, they just started to get like, people started having problems. I think one of the main thing about that was the charging port. The charging port was going bad on people's phones, and then people was needing some support, and then Blue was just like, we'll get to you when we get to you. So, I don't know, man. Win Dang says, in the live stream, shout out to Win Dang in the live stream, he says, just wanted to know, when buying cases for the ZTE Axon 7 Mini, does it matter where you buy the cases from to protect the device, or it has a different material from within? Well, this case that I bought right here, shout out to Win Dang in the live stream, Win Dang. This case that I have right here is got like this. It's not like, this case was $7, but I'm buying what I like. I like the look of it. You know what I mean? So I'm buying it. It was $7. Got a little kickstand. Amazon, man. Even eBay, you can find little cheap things. Buy what you want to buy, man. There's no preference of, no one can tell you this is what you're supposed to buy. Nah, this is just, when it comes to cases, man, I just get if it look good, and I think it's gonna give me a little bit of protection. I wanted a kickstand with my Axon 7 Mini, so I can listen to music and stuff and turn videos on. So that's what I did. But there's no right or wrong, or, you know, this is what you're supposed to do. You know? Phone Tech at work in the house. What's up, man? I think I'm about to get out of here, man. I appreciate it, man. You guys are good. My live stream crew, y'all always on and popping, man. Get your ZTE game up, man. I got 4 ZTE devices, I think, or more. But you guys are hot, man. I love doing a live stream. I think that's what I'll try to do, my full review in a live stream. It does make it easier on me. I'm not gonna front, because nobody likes to edit. If a person is doing reviews and they're telling you they like to edit, the video could take, sometimes, okay, when I do edit, I don't do the animation. I don't do all that fading in and out, 5 different camera angles. I ain't got time for all that, man. I leave that to my boy Dookie, man, over at DVNZ Media. That dude got mad skills. And T Frank, man, that's not taking away from anybody else that I rock with on as far as subscribe to, but them cats, and even Tony P, man, he getting into that. He's starting to do a whole bunch of fancy stuff. I can't do it, man. The time it takes to edit, whoever is a reviewer and they tell you that editing is easy or fun, I don't know about that one, son. Shout out to my man Night Take. He don't do no editing. He just he hit that one take, boom, done. He popping it straight to YouTube. And I have a lot of them like that. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you and tell you, shoot, sometimes I'll do a live video in a minute. That way I don't gotta do no editing. Just pop that bad boy up there, and then whatever it comes out, that's the way it comes out. You know what I mean? that's what it is. So I'm about to hit an hour, man. You guys are on and popping. You know what I'm saying? You can hey, shout out to the live stream. You see what Dookie just said. DVZN Media. Click on that's Dookie if y'all don't know, man. DVZN Media. Click on my man's name and hit him up, man. Editing, he said he's doing about 3 weeks. Is killing him. Editing is hard, man. It's hard work. So people be saying, "Oh, editing." Go ahead, man. But everybody has something that they like. I don't mind doing mild editing. Mild editing. That's it. That's about where I'm at right now, man. Mild editing, and I'm good. So full review for the Axon 7 Mini and a little bit of conversation afterwards, because it's all about smartphone conversation with your man Jay Will in 2017 going forward. Check out the links in this video, and also, hit me up. I'm not going to tell you to give me a thumbs up, because, it is what it is. I got love for you anyway. If you're here, you're here. You know what I'm saying? So live stream is where it's at. I'm going to try to do some new stuff. I think I might have another catch and release. I don't know yet. So for those that's following my catch and release series, I don't know yet. But I try not to do catch and releases, but it is what it is. No, it's not my 2016 MacBook Pro or the 2015. Not the bad boys. I got a new stand, and I got my USB Type-C, HDMI cable, and all that stuff. I didn't buy it to do a review on it, but I got my stand. I'll show you my stand real quick, because you'll start to see it in other videos. It's super heavy. Boom! You'll see it in other videos. But I got my stand for my MacBook Pro. It's not going to go nowhere. So you'll see. I didn't buy that to do a review on it though, but in my cables and stuff. Nah, I just got it because I wanted it for the office. But I'm about to get out of here. I just passed the hour mark. So my S7 is working again. I figured out what was wrong. I had to sign in and out. So if you do see some more live streams, hopefully I can do them all in 1080p. Or if I can do it on my Logitech too, but the Logitech requires me to plug in. This is way easier right here. This is super easy. I'm all about keeping it real. I'm trying to work less. I want to work smart. You know what I mean? So I don't have to do a whole bunch of cameras. I'm trying to work smart, man. I'm not trying to overwork myself just to say that I did it. No, sir. Not your boy. Social Man Jay Will. I'll see you guys in the next video, man. I'm out, and the stream is over. Deuces. East Coast, baby, all day. You already know what it is. Shout out to the Dirty South, too.